good. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. And the Panthers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who could...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He looks that one in nicely. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making a play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made. So Pittsburgh's offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Feeling some heat. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Pitt pushing the pace. On third down, going up top. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. finds a spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. No huddle, offense to the line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous now.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Got the quick pass.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sun.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. Can anyone catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's now a final in one of the more intriguing games of the season, this huge top-5 clash. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on second and long from the 13? Caught in the backfield, it's Fisher. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking to throw on second down. Buys a little extra time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Myers. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the first quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Dances away again. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 3rd. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes a move. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors! And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks... Return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively they're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the ground game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Keeps it on the bootleg. He makes a grab. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Hit right back to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last week, fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's going to pass. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fisher. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He got it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. The Red Hawks of Miami came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Yager Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Meadows. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide out in motion. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors have pushed it inside the 20. Going up top on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get in juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They try to pop a run on the draw. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Handoff from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. 10. Touchdown, Pitt. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here we go. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Warriors! And the stomping has commenced.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He'll come out throwing on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads it left. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the beatdown has ensued.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through?
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his second sack here today.
Drills him with the stiff arm. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They're going to throw it again. Complete. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Looking to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. And the Panthers have moved it inside the 20. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, I think they were hoping the triple option might help spring this quarterback. He's been slow getting going in the run game so far. This defense, though, they've always had an answer when this guy keeps the ball.
He's such a... They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over UCLA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll line up for a second down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are.
Headed to the end zone. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And while the game is all but decided, touchdown Rainbow Warriors! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Hawaii, 63, hit 20.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll throw it on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, floated high, and it's intercepted.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Give to the running back. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation